Jay, you're a piece of shit. A piece of shit. Oh, Jay, you suck.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look into a camera and I talk to myself. What's up? Dude, I'm a samurai. I'm a samurai. My name's Jin Sakai and I'm a samurai. And that's what it is, man. I'm a samurai, dude. Okay? I fight in stone stance, I fight in wind stance, I fight in water stance, and I murder Ronins, dude. That's what I do, okay? I'm not Samurai Jack, I'm Samurai Jin. I'm Jin Sakai of the Sakai clan. Okay? I wear Sakai clan armor, and sometimes I wear Kenzi armor, okay? Or Kenzai armor. Alright, dude? I'm a samurai. I kill 12 people without being hit, and then I clean my blade off and put it away. I'm a samurai. That's who I am now, okay? Am I gonna beat the Mongol invaders? Yes, dude. I'm gonna wipe them out of Tsushima, okay, dude? Because I am a samurai. Deal with it, dude. If you don't like that I'm a samurai, you can get the fuck out of here. What's up, dude? Ghost of Tsushima came out, and if you don't play video games, what the fuck are you doing, dude? This is a good game. If you don't play video games, what are you doing? Probably something productive with your life. But if you do play video games, whoa, you better own a PlayStation and you better be playing Ghost of Tsushima right now because it's fucking dope. It is. It's really good. Yeah. See, I played The Last of Us, and it was all this. Listen, despite the story and the controversy around the story, and everyone arguing and calling each other names and saying, "You are this political party," "No, you're this political party," depending on your opinion of if you like the story. Fuck all that. Despite all that, The Last of Us 2, gameplay wise, was really good. It was really good, really immersive. I didn't love the story, but I was hooked immediately from the moment I started playing. Jumping into this game, I wasn't even sure if I was going to buy this game, but it looked cool. The E3 demo was cool. And then I was like, I wouldn't mind playing a samurai game. I like Sekiro. I like it, dude. I like it. I got to the infamous gorilla, and then I know that once you kill him, he comes back to life. You got to fight him again, and then I know later in the game you fight like 3 of them. I don't know how far that is. I don't know how far into the game is the gorilla whose head you cut off and then it comes back to life. I don't know how far that is. I feel like halfway maybe. Anyway, I liked Sekiro. I liked it. But that is a samurai game, but it doesn't feel like it feels like a Dark Souls samurai game. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this in a good way, in their own distinctive way. It's like the same way Bloodborne or Dark Souls is kind of, medieval combat. Medieval fantasy, that's why I couldn't think of the word fucking fantasy. I have no right to a podcast. Couldn't think of the word fantasy on the fly. God damn, I'm stupid. Dark Souls is like fantasy medieval combat, right? But at the same time, you got to be in the mood for Dark Souls' version of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if I just want a casual version of hitting people with chainmail, slicing people up who are wearing chainmail, I'll play like Assassin's Creed 1, or that other fucking game that I can't remember the name of. One-on-one War Guys. What the fuck is that game called? Where you can play as China. No, you can play as Japan. You can play as Samurai, Vikings, or like Medieval Knights. What is that game called? One-on-one. Oh, For Honor. That's what it's called. I've never played it. I heard it's good, though. I don't know if it's good. I've never played it. But do you know what I'm saying? It's like there are games that are like, we're a medieval game, and it feels like a medieval game. And there's like Dark Souls. It's like, that's medieval fantasy. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. I love Dark Souls, but sometimes you want to play a Shadow of Mordor. You know what I'm saying? You want to be doing the same kind of fighting, the same kind of a look. A fucking sword with a giant hilt slicing through orcs or slicing through monsters. You want a casual version of that combat. So I like Sekiro, but I would like to play a game that's more focused on strictly the samurai aesthetic, grounded in a real world, where you're slicing dudes up like crazy. And that's Ghost of Tsushima, man. In Sekiro, it just keeps getting fucking harder. In Ghost of Tsushima, you figure out the game in like an hour or two, and then you become unstoppable for 6 hours after that. Which I don't mind, by the way. A lot of people talking about this game have been talking about how the difficulty is strange. How, I mean, I haven't gotten to the end yet, but apparently the difficulty is as such. It's hard in the beginning, then it gets really easy, then it gets hard again. And then, or it's really hard, then it gets really easy for most of the game, and then right at the end it gets hard again. I don't know. This is what's happened to me so far. It was difficult for like the first 2 hours. I couldn't quite get the combat down. The combat's kind of sticky in a way that you have to get used to. But once you do get used to it, it's awesome. The stickiness actually comes to your advantage because it's so sticky that you just fucking you stick to each enemy and kill them individually. It's a game where it's not Assassin's Creed where you just wait and counter kill. It's like you counter and then you got to go on the offensive, if that makes sense. Like in the old Assassin's Creed games, it'd be like someone attack me. Oh, you attack me? I counter killed. That guy's dead. Now let's wait for the next guy. Counter kill. That guy's dead. In this game, it's like somebody comes at you, you parry them, and then you got to fucking slice them up and then launch that murder into breaking someone else's guard and then slicing them up and then dodging someone else's attack and then stabbing the guy next to him and then finishing off the guy you just dodged. It's that kind of a combat. And it's fucking dope. It's very well done. It's bloody. It's fun. And they have a dedicated button to wiping the blood off your sword, which is sick. And I keep telling people that, and they keep looking at me like, who gives a fuck? Dude, I give a fuck. The coolest part about Ninja Gaiden 2 for Xbox 360, which that's a weird thing, right? I think the original Ninja Gaiden was exclusive to PlayStation. Then Ninja Gaiden 2 came out and was exclusive to Xbox 360. Oh, way to say fuck you to everyone who liked the first Ninja Gaiden, right? That was crazy. So much so that I didn't play the first Ninja Gaiden. Or what was it? No, this is what it was. I think Ninja Gaiden 1, because the first Ninja Gaiden got remade like 90 times. Listen, I'm speaking mostly out of my ass. So if you're listening to this right now wanting to tear your hair out, I'm sorry. But I'm pretty sure, if I'm going solely based off memory and trying to frustrate whoever's listening, Ninja Gaiden 1 was remade like 10 times. And that's an exaggeration, but you get my point. But I think it was originally for PlayStation 2, and then it got remade for PlayStation 3, right? And I remember it was like a launch title for PS3, was Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden... I don't think Ninja Gaiden... Was it Ninja Gaiden Black? I think so. Anyway, it was like, oh, it's so sick. This is the dopest samurai game ever. It's fucking awesome. And I don't remember if in the first Ninja Gaiden you flicked blood off your blade after fights sometimes. But in Ninja Gaiden 2, the whole thing was bloody as shit. The one for Xbox 360, it was so goddamn bloody. There was so much blood in it. It was awesome. That was their whole thing, was like you get covered in blood. And in that game, after every once in a while, it wouldn't happen every time, but certain fights, at the end of them, you would wipe your blood off. Like casual encounters. You'd kill a couple fucking goblins or whatever you would fight in that game, and then you'd be like, oh, I'm done. Wipe the blood off. Okay? And it's not an every once in a while you can't control a thing in Ghost of Tsushima. It's if you want to, after every battle, wipe the blood off your blade and put it in your sheath. Dude, that's sick. And people who I've told this to are like, I don't care about that. Why would I want to do that in the game? Because it looks dope, okay? It just looks cool. You fight 10 guys, your face and your sword is covered in blood, and then you just put it in between your forearm. You just put it right fucking here at the bottom of your forearm, and you just slide it across your bicep and your forearm, and you just clean it off, and then you put it in its sheath. It's cool, dude. Apparently, samurais used to do that because it would rust their blade. All the blood. Dude, that's how fucking dope they were at murdering everybody. Is that they would need to wipe the blood off their blade so as not to rust the fucking perfect steel. I almost wish that the game had like a utility for that button. Like I wish they put in a rust system. That'd be cool. I know. It's one of those systems that I would have liked, but it would have pissed everybody off. It's like in Red Dead when people found out you had to eat, and everyone's like, "Oh, I gotta fucking make sure that I eat, or else I'm famished." You know? Oh, if I don't eat enough in Red Dead, I gotta be malnourished. How much am I gonna have to fucking eat? Turns out, almost not at all. In Red Dead, there was a system where, for those of you who don't know, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a fucking giant Western game that Rockstar Games made. But in that game, they tried to be painstakingly realistic, which is always interesting for a video game, because every time a video game is painstakingly realistic, it's impossible. It's impossible to be 100% painstakingly realistic, because at the end of the day, it's also a video game. So whatever realistic thing you're doing also has to be fun, or has to be engaging enough for the player not to go, fuck this game. So it's like in The Last of Us, there's realism, but then again, you make shivs. By the way, why did they keep that in the fucking game? A huge part of, spoilers for The Last of Us, but I love playing The Last of Us, the new one, right? You play as Ellie, and she has a knife. In the first game, to kill clickers, you had to make shivs, okay? And at first, the shiv you would use it once, and it would break immediately. So you could only kill one clicker per shiv. Then you can upgrade the shiv so that has like 3 durability. So per shiv, you can use it 3 times. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's fucking stupid. Get a knife, dude. And then in the middle of Last of Us, you play as Ellie, right? Or not in the middle, like towards the end. You play as Ellie, and she has a knife. And she could just kill clickers with the knife. And that makes you as a player go, hey, why the fuck are we using shivs? Joel can't carry a fucking machete? Oh, he can, but it breaks. Okay, get a hunting knife. What knives in these worlds don't break? That's the thing, too. It's like your melee weapons shatter because it's a video game. But also, the games are so realistic, and they want to engross you so much into the story that when your fucking pipe breaks, you're like, I don't think a pipe would have broken that easy, dude. I think I could have had that pipe for a month. What the fuck? Anyway, I was so stoked because in The Last of Us Part 2, you're playing as Ellie, and they're like, hey, just stab clickers. What? Just stab every enemy? Oh, that's so fucking dope. And your knife doesn't break because it's tied to the character. Like, that's the only reason things don't disappear or break in video games, is if for some reason the people making it are like, well, no, this tool is essential to the person's character. Like, that's the only reason why that knife never broke for Ellie in the games, is because it's like, well, Ellie has her knife. That's her thing. That's part of her, dude. She's got a bite mark. She has a knife. She has a moth tattoo now. These are the essential things of Ellie. What does Abby have? She's got muscles. She's fucking brutal as fuck, but she uses shivs. Because why? She uses shivs because we want to fucking annoy the player. Anyway, I was playing as Ellie, happy there was no shivs, and then all of a sudden you have to play as Abby, and you have to use fucking shivs. That was the most irritating part of playing with her, by the way. I was, since the first time I played through, I've played through the game a bunch of times, and I like playing as Abby. The gameplay is fun. The first time you play with her, you're angry, because the game wants you to be because she fucking murdered your boy. But I was more angry that I had to use fucking shivs again, dude. Why doesn't she have a knife, dude? This is the knife one. We're done with shivs. I thought you guys realized shivs fucking suck and we don't need them anymore. No, you didn't realize that. What you thought was, no, let's have Abby play exactly like Joel. Why? Give her own fucking thing. Anyway, Ghost of Tsushima's sick, dude. Damn, I just burned 20 minutes right there. Ghost of Tsushima is fucking dope. That's all I'm going to say. It's fucking sick. Okay? If you don't like video games, you're like, I don't know what the fuck that was. You probably turned the podcast off already. That's all good, bro. Anyway, it's good. It's very video gamey in an awesome way. Well, oh, Red Dead. Dude, I go on so many tangents. Red Dead. I wish there was a rust mechanic in Ghost of Tsushima where you had to wipe the blade off or else your sword would get rusty and then it would, be fucked up and then it wouldn't work as well. And then you have to get it repaired or something. I wish there was that Here, repair mechanics are irritating in games, but I don't know. For some reason, it's because I clean my blade off all the time anyway, so I'm like, why not make this a mechanic so that everybody who says to me, why would I clean my blade off? That's stupid. They have to do it too. Basically, I just want a system in the game so people have to wipe their blade off because I'm pissed that people don't care about that fucking detail when it's sick. No, but what I was saying is I understand that that's not in that because people get annoyed by systems like that. In Red Dead, as I was talking about before, Red Dead 2, there was like an eating system and like a lot of people were fucking irritated. Some people liked it, but some people were like, you have to eat. But then it turns out I thought the system should have been more strict. Like you didn't have to eat that much. I wish you had to eat like once every day or once every other day. Meanwhile, the game was like, you have to eat once every 10 hours, maybe. Like, I was never starving in that game. That's what happened. You'd be starved, and then I think you'd get, like, malnourished if you really didn't eat, and it would, like, lower your health and stamina. I think that's what would happen. I don't know. I don't remember. I played the game a while ago. Damn, dude. I don't know if in older age you start just... I know that you do in older age just start forgetting shit. But I feel like my mind is in a position right now where it's not even forgetting shit. It's just going, you don't need to know that. Like my brain is starting to realize the things that I don't need to remember at all. Like I remember so many specific things about video games I played when I was like 12 and 13. Like, I remember every fucking level of Gears of War. Right now, I'm picturing a boomer stepping on a rat in a cutscene. Like, I remember specific details of that game. The Berserker level, how to dodge it, where to dodge it. I remember everything. I don't know why that is. Okay? Use the torque bow at Rom at the end. I don't know. I remember all those specifics, but for newer games coming out now, it's like Red Dead 2. I played it, and there's systems in it that I'm like, I barely remember how that works. There's pieces of the story that I'm like, I barely remember it. But then again, is it my fault or is it the fault that games are 50 hours long? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember most of Red Dead 1. I've also played through it a couple of times where Red Dead 2, I played through it once because the second time I tried to play through it, I was like, hey, dude, this is too much. This is a wonderful, interesting, unparalleled experience the first time. But this moment I try to do it again, hey, man, it's too much. Too much for a second playthrough. Which is saying a lot coming from me, dude. I replay through like every fucking game. Last of Us, over and over again. Yeah, but I guess it's different because it's purely linear. I don't know. Open world games. I used to fucking New Game Plus or like replay open world games, but I can't do it anymore. If it's an open world light, I'll replay it. Like a Last of Us 2 or God of War. God of War's got like the best New Game Plus mode I've played in any in any recent game for sure. Jedi Fallen Order? No. Dude, that pisses me off too, right? This is a lot of video game talk. So if you don't know much about video games, you're lost right now. I got fucking pissed off. I hear like an intense ringing. I hope that's not coming up on the mic. Might have to do some audio editing. God damn it. What is that ringing from? Is it from the light? Oh, dude, one of these bulbs is out for the light. I didn't even fucking notice. Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? Guys, what was I talking about? I don't know. Totally forget. Oh, God of War. So, a lot of games have been adding New Game Plus after they launch, right? So, God of War did it. God of War added New Game Plus after they launched. Spider-Man 2 added New Game, or Spider-Man. Spider-Man the video game. Marvel's Spider-Man for PlayStation exclusively. Added New Game Plus after it came out. Which is fine, which is cool. But all I ask is that if you add New Game Plus, it's New Game Plus. And that means all of my shit carries over. Okay? And Jedi Fallen Order, on May the 4th be with you, on that day, they dropped random DLC. And I was like, oh, that's cool. What's the DLC? And it said, a lot of outlets were saying it has New Game Plus. Immediately my heart fucking leapt and I was like, New Game Plus? Oh, this is amazing. That's all I've wanted. I've played through the game like 5 fucking times, re-getting all my abilities because I enjoy the game that much, even though the bugs... Dude, that game is my favorite broken game. It's so broken. The popping is so horrible. Like, if you go back into levels after you beat the game doesn't understand why you're going back to certain areas, and it's not ready for you to, like, go a different path than you're supposed to the first time. So you'll turn around and literally the map won't be there. You'll just be in a fucking invisible space and the map will pop in and all of a sudden. It's bad, dude. The popping in that game is fucking Xbox 360 level garbage. It's not good. But I love the game so much. The gameplay's so fun. I've played through it so many times. It's dope as fuck. Anyway, I was excited. They had also this battle type mode that I thought looked cool that they didn't need to do. It was like you can either do these like combat trials, or you can like customize them for yourself, like put whatever enemies you want to fight in. All that's cool. They gave you the Sith outfit that shows up at the end of that game. They do the end of God of War 3 again. Same exact video game director, by the way, for God of War 3 and Jedi Fallen Order, and they both have a cel-shaded, weird vision-type ending. That's kind of weird, huh? Anyway, they do like the, Luke goes underneath the tree and sees himself kind of moment where, as the red-headed Jedi that you play, the ginger Jedi, you go and you see like an evil version of yourself. Anyway, his outfit's sick, and his lightsaber is red. And they didn't have that when the game came out. But then, May the 4th be with you, here's the Sith outfit, the Inquisitor outfit that looks dope, and here's a fucking red lightsaber. Hell yeah, dude. And here's New Game Plus. I'm about to play New Game Plus as a Sith. So I start playing New Game Plus, and I realize it's called New Journey Plus. And I go, oh, that's fucking weird. And then I read online, it's like, oh, New Journey Plus will allow you to replay the game with all of your costumes intact. So all the chests that you already went to will be open. Okay, all right, that's cool, I guess. And then they're also like, and you won't get certain abilities until you unlock them in the game. I go, oh, that's because it's Metroidvania. They kept saying that. Because it's Metroidvania, we can't give you all the abilities in the beginning of the game because that'll break the game, right? Because there's certain things where it's like you need force push or force pull for certain obstacles and ways to get through the levels, right? So if you give me force push in the beginning of the game, I'll be able to get through a portion of the level that I'm not supposed to be at yet. The whole game will fucking break itself. Anyway, I understand that. So I'm like, oh, okay, so things like force pull, force push, I won't have at the beginning, but I'll at least have all of my like lightsaber abilities and shit, right? I start playing. I don't have any abilities. I don't have any lightsaber abilities. I don't have anything. I'm starting from square one. The only thing is that I have all of my outfits. Hey, who gives a fuck about the outfits, dude? And the Metroidvania thing doesn't work because God of War is the same type of game where you get the Blades of Chaos in the middle of the game and then they open up parts of the world that you're not supposed to go to yet. But you know what God of War does? It just puts a lock on the certain portions that you can't get through yet. So it's like, yeah, I have the blades that cut up the blue vines, but they won't let me cut up those specific blue vines yet because I haven't gotten to that part in the story. You couldn't have done that in Jedi Fallen Order. You couldn't have made it so like, okay, I have force push, but I can't break those walls yet. You could have done that, dude. You could have done that. And you guys had more time to do it than God of War did. God of War did it faster than you guys. I don't know. I'm not trying to shit on you guys because I love your game. Again, I love your game. But also you guys did the May the 4th be with you. You added New Journey Plus. You added these challenge modes. But still, when I play the game, the pop-in is insane, dude. You didn't fix any of the bugs. Listen, I love your game. But what are you doing, man? I was playing New Journey Plus, and one of the characters duplicated into 3 and was standing on top of me while I was talking to them. And 2 of them didn't have hands. Hey, man. If you're going to add New Journey Plus, make it New Game Plus. Give me the abilities, but also don't have the glitches still there. I don't know. But also, don't listen to me at all. Just let it be broken. Sometimes I like when a game is broken. Like the fact that Jedi Fallen Order is so broken is like, it makes it so much more charming to play it. Do you know what I'm saying? And it makes it so much more specific in my brain that, like, I might remember Jedi Fallen Order longer than I remember Ghost of Tsushima when I'm done. Even though I'm having a lot of fun with Ghost of Tsushima, well, scratch that. Horizon Zero Dawn. I played Horizon Zero Dawn, and I liked it, and it was fun, but it was so solid that I'm not gonna. I already don't remember a lot of it. But Jedi Fallen Order, I remember every bit of its broken fucking shittiness, of its super fun gameplay, and then what the fuck, I made that jump. Why am I falling to my death? What the hell? I just made that jump 2 seconds ago. Why am I suddenly slipping off the side of the wall? You know? Also, there was something nostalgic to Jedi Fallen Order being so janky. Anyway, I'll be right back. The camera's about to run out. What's up? I'm back. Yeah, I miss that, man. I miss, make sure this thing's not out of battery. I miss broken games, man. You know? Like X-Men Origins Wolverine was a dope game. First M-rated X-Men game, I think. It was Logan before Logan. Unfortunately, we had to deal with the shitty. It was a movie tie-in game, so we had to deal with this shitty fucking plot of X-Men Origins Wolverine. We had to play through that stupid shit. I wish they made a Logan game right now, man. That'd be so dope if they made a fucking Western-style Logan game. That would be so cool. Do that. Can somebody do that? Can someone hire me? I'll write it. Let's do it. Let's make Logan. Let's make a fucking video game based on Old Man Logan. That'd be so cool. Open world where it's just a bunch of fucking Hulk people you're fighting. Dude, come on, man. Let's do that. Let's make that happen. Make it violent as shit. Anyway. Dude, Ghost of Tsushima style combat, but as Wolverine? Come on, dude. Why are we not doing this? Get to leap on people and fucking stab the shit out of them? Dude, what are we doing right now? Why am I doing this podcast? Who's listening that can make this happen? Let's do it. Contact my friend who is working on a game in Seattle right now. Can't say what, but he's working on a big kahuna, dude. I'm going to contact him. We're going to make fucking Old Man Logan the video game, dude. We're going to make Logan fucking dope again, bro. Anyway. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, X-Men Origins. It was so sick. It was so dope. They made a big deal about the leaping mechanic, about how you could hold LB and then hit RB, and you would leap like 20 feet across the fucking game world and jump on somebody. You know what I'm saying? You do the Wolverine, like, just jump at somebody and stab them in the chest. It was sick. You got to play through Stryker Island. You know? You get to wake up in the tank where they injected you with the adamantium. You get to wake up naked and fight the fuck out of people. It was dope. When you got shot, you would actually have bullet holes in you, and you could watch it slowly heal back. And these were Xbox 360 graphics, so they weren't the best. It was also a movie tie-in game. Xbox 360, they were a little chunky looking, the graphics, but it was still dope to see Wolverine get blasted to a skeleton and then watch his face like heal back. It was dope, man. And it was also cool because during that time, I think Call of Duty 2 was the first game that popularized it. Maybe 4. I know 2 did it, but 4 was like the big Call of Duty that made everyone go, "What the fuck is this franchise?" Even though Call of Duty 2 is the sickest game of all time. Okay? Call of Duty 2 is so dope. Call of Duty 2 is the most underrated World War II game of all time. And by that, I mean it's the greatest World War II game of all time, and nobody gives it the clout it deserves. It might be the best Call of Duty campaign of all time, and no one gives it the clout it deserves because Call of Duty 4 came in and changed the online shooting landscape for like 20 years. All right, man, I get it. But what about Call of Duty 2's campaign, though, man? It was so bare bones. Like, it was so every fucking level was just like, we got to take this hill or we got to fucking blow up these things. And then the AI was so good, they would flank the shit out of you. It was so intense. Your friends would get shot. That was the first game I ever played where the AI would kill people and also get killed. It was crazy. The first time playing that game where you're running and so when some guy's running at you and your friend shoots him and kills him, you're like, wait, the AI can kill people? What the fuck? Because in Halo, the AI didn't kill people. You had to kill everybody. If Master Chief didn't roll through town, everyone died. But in Call of Duty 2, you're like, oh, dude, I'm just another soldier. That's what that game made you feel like. Oh, dude, I'm just another soldier. My boys are killing people too. This is fucking crazy. Anyway, I've lost the thread again. Oh, yeah, Jedi Fallen Order just reminded me of... Yeah, it's janky in a way that X-Men game was. That X-Men game was so good, but the camera sucked, and like I would hit into shit all the time, and like the graphics weren't perfect, and the story sucked because that movie's story sucked, but the gameplay was super fun. It was violent, thank God, like Wolverine should be, and there were so many positive aspects to that game that despite the jank, I loved the fuck out of it. I played it like 9 times. It was a solid B- to B+ game, but I fucking loved it. And so is Jedi Fallen Order. It's not a 10. It's not. It's too jank. It's too fucking jank. But, like X-Men, I'll never forget it because of its jank. Because I loved it so much that I got through it in spite of its flaws, dude. And isn't that everyone? Isn't that people? Aren't those the people you remember? The ones you get through in spite of their flaws, the ones you love so much, even though they're a little fucked up. Isn't that a rule of thumb for everything? Anyway. Enough video game talk, dude. Jesus, can't believe I talked about video games for that fucking long. It's like 40 minutes of video game talk. Anyway, if you're watching the podcast, I'm sure you're wondering, what the fuck is this shirt, Jake? What the fuck are you wearing, man? Green is a weird color on you. It looks bad. Hey, I agree. But I wear the same goddamn polo every time I'm on here. Or thermal, rather. I wear the same goddamn horsey guy thermal. Is that polo? I wear the same goddamn horsey guy thermal every time I'm on here, and I needed to change it up, dude. I needed to change it up, okay? I don't ever wear shit with logos on it. I thought I found this little ditty. I thought it was funny that I own this, because why the fuck do I own this? And I slapped it on, bro. I slapped it the fuck on, dude. Am I going to change the pants I have on? No, okay? I only have 2 pairs of pants at this point because every other pair ripped to the point where I had to throw them away. So now I just got 2 pairs of jeans, one dark blue, one black. Are they essentially the same color? Yes. But I'm too lazy to buy new ones. Also, I don't want to waste the money on it. Not waste because it would be beneficial to me, but I don't want to spend the money on it. So, for right now, the pants stay, but I'm changing up with the shirt, bro. This fucking terrible green color. This shirt, if you're not watching, it says Shack Track and Field. And then on the back, it says Shake Shack on it. Because it's a Shake Shack shirt. I also got like a wristband that I don't know where it is right now, but that was probably the dopest. That was probably doper than the shirt because the Shake Shack wristband was just like the logo, the burger on it, which is so dope, dude. Because I'm fucking ride or die for Shake Shack. If I'm honest with you, I'm kind of pissed. I think I got them for free. They were just giving them out. I don't know why. I think they were asking you to donate for something. And as incentive, they were like, here's a free shirt. But I don't think I did donate. I think I just got a shirt somehow. I think they were just like, here, take them. No one wants to donate. We're closing up for the day. I think I was there for a burger, and they were like, hey, just take these shirts. We're depressed at how fucking everyone's coming in here for a burger, but no one wants to donate for this charity. Anyway, here's a free shirt. We're going to quit. But yeah, I'm a little pissed about this shirt because, like I said, it says Shack, Track, and Field, and it really should say Shack and Field, right? It should say Shake, Shack, and Field. Huge mused. Dude, again, mused? Huge mused? Huge mused. Huge mused paternity. That's how I talk, bro. That's how I talk, and I'm doing a podcast? I'm fucking dumb as shit, dude. Mused. God damn, that was fucking rough. Anyway, what a huge missed opportunity. Oh, thank God I can fucking speak. To not put Shake, Shack, and Field. Shack and Field, dude. How does this say Track and Field and not Shack and Field? How do you not make the simplest of, oh shit, and just make it Shack and Field? I don't think that's a pun, but it's a pun, okay? Easiest pun, even though it's not a pun, that you could possibly make. Is that a pun? I don't know what puns are. I don't. I've accepted that a long time ago. I don't know what a pun is. Everyone's like, oh, I love puns. And then people tell me, and then people are like, oh, I went to the store, but I really needed a towel. And I'm like, that's a pun? What are you talking about? That's a bad example. What I just did right there, I'm going to the store, but I really need a towel. I know that's not a pun, but I can't think of a pun. That's how little I know about puns, is that I can't even fucking think of one. I know no pun intended, right? Like, if I'm talking about Halo, and I'm like, yeah, the grenades are kind of sticky. Is that a pun because there's sticky grenades in the game? I don't know, dude. Someone needs to teach me what the fuck a pun is. Okay? Because too many people in a flirtatious way are like, I love puns. And I'm like, well, we're fucked then. Well, this is not going to go well. I'm going to leave the date now, okay? And then she holds up a fork and goes, fork you. And I go, is that one of them? Is that a pun? Is that a pun? Are you seriously saying fuck you? Or is that a pun with the fork and you're trying to be cute? Show me what a pun is. What are we doing, dude? I'm leaving the date. Oh, man. What the fuck was I going to talk about? I actually have written on this sheet of paper, I'm a samurai. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, man, life right now, huh? Life. What's in the news, guys? Will and Jada? Will, Jada, and Augie? Ooh. Love triangle? Oh. You know what's funny? I'm always so late to the game. It's funny because at this point, you see the meme before you see the story. You know? I saw so many images of Will Smith just looking like this. Like, just looking totally defeated and like his life is fucked. I saw so many images of that overlapped over other images, or like people just using that. Me, when she says, hey, I just want to be friends. Me, Will Smith's face. I don't know. It's a bad example, but you know what I'm saying. I was seeing a lot of this new Will Smith face meme. And I just assumed like it must have been from something a while ago. I always assume that. Even though that doesn't make sense. If you see a new meme, it's probably something new. I mean, not all the time. See, this is why I never know. Because sometimes fucking old shit becomes a new meme. You know what I'm saying? They pull an old scene from a movie, and that becomes a new thing. Princess Diaries is a new TikTok trend where people fucking pick up their cat. Dude, what the fuck is that shit? I saw this video, and it was like a TikTok trend of some part in Princess Diaries where they pick up a phone and they go, hello, madame, and they put the cat down and go, she's on her way. But in these videos, they fucking rip the cat up, and you look at the cat, and the cat's held upside down. Because of course, like the cat's held upright the first couple of times, and not that aggressively the first couple of times. But then people have to top each other, so they're like, "Oh, somebody picked up their cat lovingly and put it to their ear. Oh, I'm gonna rip the cat up to my ear and hold it upside down so it thinks I'm fucking dangling it over a balcony trying to kill it." The horror in these cats' eyes when people rip them off the ground and shove them to their ear. I want to see a montage of cats clawing these people's faces, because there's a bunch of these TikTok people who fucking made a talk where their cat sliced their eyeball open and they just never posted it because they couldn't see their phone afterwards. I want to see those. I want to see the outtakes of the assholes ripping their cat about for a fucking Princess Diaries TikTok. What are you doing, dude? And it was fucked because there was like 15 of them that I watched. Because what else am I doing, dude? That's my life. My life is there's a Princess Diaries TikTok thing. Let me click the compilation. I watched 3 of them and I go, I hate this, but maybe one will be good. And then I proceed to watch all 6 minutes of them, which is like 30 of them. And by the end, I go, nah, they all suck. It's all just people fucking making their cats scared. But I gave everyone the benefit of the doubt. That's what I like to do. Old Jakey benefit of the doubt fuckface. You know how many movies I've seen where I was going into it going, the trailer sucked, but maybe this will be great. The answer is every Hunger Games movie. The answer is every Twilight movie. I went in going, I know this looks dumb and people think it's shitty, but I don't know. I might have a different perspective on it. This might be a Jedi Fallen Order. Right? Where it's janky in spots, but overall, I love the experience. Wasn't the case for those movies. Wasn't the case for this Princess Diaries TikTok shit. Anyway, out of the 400 of them I saw in this 6-minute compilation, there was only one where the girl picked up her cat, went, hello, huh, and then put it down like this. Put it down so gently. And then she looked at the camera and smiled, like just so excited that she pulled it off without harming her cat at all. And I fell in love with her, dude. I'm telling you. This fucking girl was dope. She was fucking... She picked up her cat politely and put it down politely. And I swear to God, she's the only good person in the goddamn universe. Every other person ripped their cat up and threw it on the ground like a fucking sociopath. Listen, I know cats are vicious, but you don't get to just fucking throw them, dude. I get that they land on their feet, but don't toss your cat across the room for a TikTok. And the only reason why it bugs me is because, listen, toss your cat across the room. Nah, don't do that. Don't toss your cat across the room. Never mind. I don't know. I guess I'm getting pissed because there's this video of that streamer, Alinity, I think her name is, and she like threw her cat, and it was fucked up and stupid and shitty. And you were like, why is she throwing her cat? Don't do that. But then you see this montage of all these people on TikTok tossing their cats for a fucking meme, and you're like, hey, dude, these people suck too, don't they? Why are you throwing your cat and pretending it's a telephone? Stop. Anyway. The fuck am I talking about? Yeah. How did I get here? How did I get to these TikToks? Oh, Will Smith and Jada. Yeah, good luck to you guys. I don't know. Good luck, man. Seems like you guys, I don't know, that was a weird video, right? Did not seem like Will wanted to be there. Seemed like Will was fucking forced into it. It seems like Augie, who is a music artist, I think. He's like a 25-year-old or 27-year-old music artist. I think he's 25. Could be wrong. But Augie went on Breakfast Club and was like, yo, bro. Why did I turn him? I just turned him into like a fucking suburban douche. What up, yo, bro? Dude. I turned him into a fucking guinea. Yo, dude. Yo, dude, I fucked Jada, bro. No, but he was, he said something about he had a relationship with Jada, was said it was over, but Will gave him the blessing. And that blew everyone's minds, and everyone was like, what the fuck is going on? Even though, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about, that's the thing that bothers me about myself, I guess, is that I look at these things and I go, who cares? What the fuck? But then I'm like, well, let me at least watch the video. Again, it goes into me trying out all these movies that suck. I went into this fucking Jada video, this Jada Will Smith video going, I mean, this seems unimportant, but let me watch it. And then I watched it and was like, yeah, this is who cares, dude? Why do we care about their life? Who gives a fuck, dude? Is Will Smith going to be in another Men in Black or what? Are we getting a Bad Boys 4? Let's talk about Red Table Talk. Let's get Jada Pinkett's views on positivity and well-being. Go back to acting, dude. You were so good at it. I liked you as an actor. You were sick. Why did you stop that shit? Your kids are grown up. You can fucking act again. I don't know. Listen, her positivity, well-being stuff, all good. It's not for me, but it's all good. She's finding an outlet for herself that people like. That's great. I'm not going to shit on her. But why are you forcing Will to talk about this shit that neither of you want to talk about? You watch that video and you're like, oh, both of you don't want to talk about this, but you feel like you need to because everyone's asking about it. Like, who? Just let people ask. Who cares? Who cares? You know what it is? Will is too. The Smith family got too dedicated to becoming a authentic, personal social media family, right? They decided to Kardashianify themselves too much to the point where now they're like, oh, fuck. There's like something specific about our relationship. We have to address it. We have to address it or it goes against our whole bullshit thing we're creating. How are we the Kardashians if we don't turn our life into reality TV with this very specific reality TV moment? I think, this is just my opinion, but I think Jada was like, we have to talk about it. It'll be good for views. It'll be a fucking story. And I think Will was like, hey, COVID, the world's dying. I don't know if we should do this. Also, I don't want to talk about how you were a dick and started a relationship with somebody else. Listen, Jada, I know that you want to talk about it, but like also, I don't know if it makes you look good. We're talking about how this guy came to us like really fucked up and needed healing, and then you ended up fucking him, and you're like 47 and he's like 25. I don't know. It's a little weird. It seems like he took advantage of a child. I don't know, bro. Listen, I'm sure it was a relationship between two consenting adults, but at the same time, it doesn't look good to be like, hey, this guy came to our house and we healed him and he became a close part of our family. And then Will Smith broke up with me, so I started dating him, but then I was like, I'm going back to Will. And then I broke this repaired man's heart. Like, it doesn't look good, dude. I'm not saying anyone's bad in this situation. I'm just saying that, listen, I appreciate the honesty, and it was an interesting video to watch, but at the end of the day, who cares? And that was weird of you guys. I don't think you needed to put that video up. Thank you for the memes. As always, thank you for the memes. Thank you for the memes. They're fun. They're great. My friend made a ton of them of Will Smith overlapping other images, and they're all funny, and I got a lot of laughs out of it. So at the end of the day, Will Smith, Jada, thank you for the memes and the laughs and the love. Okay, how much time we got? 3 minutes and 30 seconds till the camera runs out. Not that I don't want to talk to you guys. Not that I'm trying to fucking run out the clock. It's just like, I look at the time because I don't want to be talking about the same subject for too long. Because even with looking at the clock, I talk about subjects for too fucking long. But also, I am a little antsy on this episode because I want to go play Ghost of Tsushima, bro. I want to go fucking be a samurai some more, dude. I'm a samurai. I can't be podcasting for an hour. I have to fucking slice up Ronins, dude. I have to fucking chop Mongol heads off, man. I'm Jin. I'm not Jake. I'm Jin. Don't you understand? Okay? I gotta whip out my katana and murder 20 people. Okay? I can't be fucking chit-chatting on this microphone. I got people to murder in this video game. I was thinking about that too. Dude, what the I don't know if this game is accurate to how many people samurais killed, but dude, I'm killing a lot of people in this game. Maybe it's getting older, but every time I play a video game now, I'm just like, dude, I'm murdering everybody. I don't know if this is kind of fucked up. I don't know if that's getting older or just years of playing video games where you're like, how many people have I virtually murdered? And it really makes you think like, oh, it makes sense why we love playing video games where you just kill people, because 2 seconds ago, that's all people were doing in real life. You know what I'm saying? For a long time, all the human race was doing was murdering each other. So I guess it makes sense that, like, society gets developed and then, hey, you need that outlet for murder that's in your fucking biology. Go do it in this game so we don't fucking ruin the society we're in now. Let's create laws and have these psychos play video games so they don't fucking revert back to their shittier impulses. No. Anyway, what the fuck am I talking about? I don't really have anything. Any subject I go into now is going to be too long to talk about for this last minute. So, you know what? I'm gonna sign off here, I guess. Oh, I guess the last thing I could talk about is I got a comment on my video that said "You are stupid." I got a comment on a video on my Mario video that said "You are stupid," and I loved it. And then I got another comment that was, it's entertaining because I don't get a lot of comments. So this is like the only comment on the video that I got. So I get one comment. I'm gonna read it, dude. I think it's the second comment on the video. I'm gonna fucking read it. You know what? 1 second. I'm gonna talk about this and then we're done. Okay, so I got a comment on. So I split Mario into different parts on the Jake Letizia channel, the Mario documentary I made, and one of them is me as Mario yelling at Charles Martinet because I think him doing the accent sucks. And he's French, and I'm just getting mad because I'm pissed off about the video game, and so I don't like him. And it's supposed to be that Mario is an asshole. That's the whole joke of it. Mario sucks. Mario's getting mad at this guy who everyone loves. It's stupid for him to get mad at him. Anyway, so I got a comment that says "You are stupid." And I don't get a lot of comments on my videos because not a lot of people watch them. So if I get any comment, I'm reading it and paying way too much attention to it. So somebody commented, "You are stupid." And I loved it. And then they go, "Not Charles Martinet, you are stupid." And I loved that. And then I'm like, this is probably like a child. Like, this is probably like a 10-year-old kid who doesn't speak English. You are stupid. It's like, so then I like that one. And then he comments again and says you, and then I didn't do anything after that. I just looked at his, and then I looked at his fucking profile, and it's one video of this kid speaking in Russian who's like 9 years old, speaking Russian about Jigglypuff. And then I felt bad because I was like, what am I doing? I don't know. I felt bad, first of all, because this poor kid watched my video and saw me yelling at Charles Martinet and like didn't, I don't know. I'm not saying all 9-year-olds aren't going to get my video, but he probably, and maybe he just hated it. Maybe he got it completely and was just like, fuck this video. But I felt bad that he's just watching me curse. This 9-year-old kid is just watching me curse like a piece of shit. I don't know. I guess that's fine. I don't know. Anyway, it was a weird thing, though, because I went from being like, who is this guy just saying I'm stupid, to being like, I think it's a little kid who can't speak, who English isn't his first language. And then it is that. And then I felt bad for like liking his... Because think about it, I was just like liking his comments, and he probably was like, why is he liking my comments? Stop liking my comments. I'm calling you stupid. Dude, that's my favorite thing, is to fucking frustrate. It's so easy to frustrate a kid, a young kid. Do you know what I'm saying? It's so easy to confuse and frustrate an angry child. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I was in middle school or when I was fucking in elementary school, just getting so angry, and then people like fucking with you, but you don't understand it because you don't understand all of human interactions yet. So you're just like, you can't comprehend that the person's fucking with you. So you're just taking everything they say way too seriously, and you're getting mad. Also, they're not following. They've lived enough life to not follow the social rules of you and your fucking 9-year-old friends. A perfect example, I think I've talked about this in the podcast before, but it's like gay being an insult for like a 9-year-old. Like my cousin made a joke to me saying, I think he was like 12. Perfect age to be. Is that ever going to stop? That's like the perfect age to be homophobic. And I don't mean in a good way. I'm saying like apparently 12 years old is the age where every young boy is homophobic. I don't know why. But I feel like it's every suburban 12-year-old boy is homophobic at that age. I would like that to change, but I don't. This wasn't that long ago. It's like a couple of years ago. Maybe it's different now. I don't know. But it was not long enough ago for me to be like, is this just always going to happen? Are young boys always going to have a period of being homophobic? And is that from just pure insecurity and not understanding yourself? I don't know. Anyway, that's a question for a different time. But he, as 12-year-old boys apparently universally do, I was on the phone with somebody or getting text from somebody, and my little cousin goes, "Who's that, your boyfriend?" And I just looked at him and I went, "Yeah." And he went, "What?" And I go, "It's my boyfriend." And he goes, "No, it's not." I go, "Yeah, it is. I have a boyfriend." And he goes, "What?" And then that was it. Kudos to him, though, because he just laughed it off. He just smiled and was like, "Oh, wait, really? Is this true?" When, who knows, 12-year-old me might have been like, "No, you're not gay. What are you talking about?" Dude, I fucking sucked as a 12-year-old kid. I was so angry. Like, I had an argument about a phone in my early 20s. Where it was like someone was arguing with me about an iPhone, and I was right. It was I was saying, "Oh, I have the iPhone 6S." Or I have the iPhone SE. And she goes, "Oh, you mean the 5 SE or the 6 SE or something like that?" I go, "I think it's just called the SE." And she goes, "No, it's not. It's not. It's called the 6 SE." Right? Now, that was irritating because I knew I was right. But my point is, like, when you're a younger kid and you get into an argument, it's like, and you're right, you just get angry. But in my early 20s, I just very calmly was like, "Oh, I don't know. I think it is an SE." And then she was getting angry like 12-year-old me was getting angry. She was like, "No, it isn't. It isn't that." And then I just like showed her the back of my phone that said iPhone SE. And then she was like, "Oh, well, I heard it was called something else." I don't know if I'm explaining the story correctly at all. But what I'm saying is, it's interesting how when you get older, you have the comfortability of living enough of a life to calmly go, "Oh, I think you might be wrong," instead of going, "You're wrong." So what I'm saying is, if you ever have someone comment on your video or in real life you have some kid going, "You're dumb," just go, "Yeah, I am dumb." And the kid will go, "What?" Anyway, I shouldn't have told any of this shit. I'm being so... nothing I'm saying right now is making any fucking sense. But whatever, I'm talking about it. I've gotten so lost in the sauce with this story. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But what I wanted to say... Oh, this is what I wanted to say. So then he said, you're stupid. Not Charles Martinet. You are stupid. I liked both of those. And then I saw the next day, he commented, "You love Mario." Because I think he was trying to, in that very childlike way, he was like, I guess I reversed it on him. I was like, he was insulting me and I was liking his insults. So then he complimented me, I think, and said, "You love Mario." And then I loved that too. But I don't know. I basically just told a story about a 9-year-old commenting on my video and me fucking with them. What the fuck is wrong with me? No, I don't think I fucked with him too bad, right? I just liked his comments. That's not too bad. That's a very light fucking with somebody, right? I don't know. What am I talking about? Anyway, sometimes I should just shut the fuck up, right? I'm not making any sense right now. I'm blabbering like a goddamn idiot. Anyway, I love that kid. It's a bad soundbite. That's a bad soundbite. I love that kid. No. Anyway, that kid's great. Thank you for watching the video. Comment all you want, man. Fuck yeah. At least you're engaging with my content. Anyway, shout out to that kid. He can speak 2 languages, which I can't fucking do, so you're smarter than me on that front, dude, for sure. Anyway, yeah, thanks for listening to the podcast. Thanks for listening to me ramble and blabber like a fucking moron. This was fun. I'm going to go be a samurai. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
Jake, you're an idiot. Jake, you don't make any sense. Jake, you're a piece of shit.